time for another short video, this time about the Last Jedi teaser trailer, which just aired at Star Wars Celebration. Like I said in my previous Thor Ragnarok video, I'm not going to be doing the sort of standard, oh my god, Luke Skywalker, kind of thing. If I have something to say, I'll say, like if I have some interesting angle to take, then I'll make a thing. Otherwise, I'll leave it alone, I think. But this is a pretty big event, so I figured I would at least do something short about it. So yeah, everybody's freaking out, blah, blah, blah. The teaser was pretty cool. It didn't blow me away, but you know what? I actually think that's kind of good. It was short, and it was also very vague. It was very light on info, which I think is good for a teaser trailer. It also felt... It wasn't what I was expecting. You know what? Nothing about this movie so far seems to be what I'm expecting. And that includes minor stuff, like the fact that when they released the title, the Star Wars logo appeared red in it, which, you know, you'd think is a dumb, small change. But, I mean, we're talking about 40 years of tradition. And Star Wars, in general, is a lot about tradition. A lot of it is about hearkening back and being classic, always classic. The fonts and the music and the vibe. You always want to recapture that, you know, authentic feel of the originals, right? And here they come all of a sudden with a red logo, which, like I said, is a small change, and yet, you know, possibly implies a lot. And so then comes this panel, and with it, the poster, which in itself was kind of unexpected. If you look at the Force Awakens poster, it's kind of a standard, busy, modern poster with everybody's face on it. I've complained before, not in this format, but in other formats, about modern movie posters and how there is this obsession with highlighting the stars of the movie, and that's it. Like, here are the faces of everyone. If you look, I think maybe Scream was the first movie to start that trend, the staggered heads trend, as I call it, where it's just a bunch of staggered heads of people, or, you know, bodies, whatever. All of the stars in a row in some kind of dumb photoshopped environment. And this spans stuff from action movies to the Avengers and, you know, comedies and drama. And I really don't like it. I like interesting artistic posters. I love the poster for Jaws. I love the poster for Alien. Those kinds of things. I like a striking image. And I like simplicity. That's my personal taste. Although I have seen busy posters that look amazing. For example, a couple of the Mad Max Fury Road posters are very busy, but also very striking. One in particular is a poster where you see Max from the back, and the entire army of Immortan Joe, his whole like car army, is coming towards him. And it's a very busy poster, but it has that, it's striking, and it tells you all you need to know. Here's one man against this, you know, unstoppable force, and how is he going to deal with it? And it's bearing down on him. Like, it's poster art, which is an art that's well over 100 years old at this point, was always about capturing the essence of something in a very simplistic way. And if you go back to early poster designs, especially from like the Art Deco period and like the early 20th century, it's all about angular, geometric shapes, very simple, abstracting things into their very basic form. And so I really like that. I like a lot of fan-made posters that are like that. And this poster, this Last Jedi poster, kind of has that feel to it. First of all, it harkens back to the original. Like I said, classic, always classic. So it harkens back to the original A New Hope poster. And it's this, like I said, sparse, not a lot going on. You can look, I'm gonna use it in the thumbnail for this video, so you're probably looking at it right now, but if not, you can go look for it somewhere else. Very simple. You got Rey, you got Luke, you got Kylo Ren. That's it. And you got this play of colors. I'm I'm going to get to that in a minute when I talk about the trailer and the panel, but you got that play of blue and red, good light side, dark side, and that's it. That's all you need. You don't need all the other characters, and you don't need a million ships and stuff. I'm sure there's going to be other posters, and they're going to do that in there too. But I just like this, like I said, the striking, simplistic image. One of the international posters for Rogue One was exactly that. It was a helmet. It looked like the poster for Full Metal Jacket. Another really good example of a simple poster that's really striking. They kind of harken back to that. The poster was a helmet, a Rebel helmet. You can see the Rebel insignia on it. It's upside down. It's in the water. And in the background, you see all the AT-ATs and the stormtroopers and stuff. The focus of the poster is, look at this helmet. And it shows you how dire the situation of the rebellion is. And again, this sort of disproportionate conflict of this like powerful against the strong, the underdog and such. So that's about the poster. Another thing that I noticed in the poster and also followed through to the trailer was, like I said, the play of blue and red. Luke in the poster is red, not blue. If you look at all the other posters, they kind of play with that color palette where the bad guys are always kind of red and the good guys are always kind of blue. Here, Luke is red, and also in the trailer, he says it's time for the Jedi to end. That's the closing line, which is very interesting. And on top of that, Daisy Ridley at the panel said something like, talking about the movie, about how sometimes you meet your heroes and they disappoint you, or they're not what you expect. And the entire audience went like, ooh, like, what does that mean? And so that was very interesting. Rian Johnson, really likable, really comes across as really likable, and you can see how passionate he is about it. I mean, compare this to J.J. Abrams, okay? Whom is also passionate. I'm not going to take that away from him. He's not like a dispassionate corporate director. He does seem to throw himself into his projects, but there is some kind of polish to him, I guess might be the word. He came to make Star Wars on the heels of several really high profile projects. And so he came there already all polished and all in that kind of world and stuff. Rian Johnson still feels a little bit kind of fish out of water, and I think that's good. I think he brings a little bit of that more indie, artsy sensibility with him. And you can tell by his demeanor and the fact that he's the one on set taking all the still photos with his camera that he loves and takes, hundreds of photos, just set photos and stuff. And yeah, like I said, this teaser, the shots that they chose, the stuff that they chose, not what I was expecting. And sort of ambiguous, hints to gray Jedi. Like I said, the ambiguity of Luke. There's a gray Jedi symbol in the trailer, which is something from the Old Republic. I don't know this. I looked it up, but like the three alignments of the Force, the Jedi, the Sith, and then there's the gray, which is in the middle, and that's their symbol. It's like a shiny sword thing in between two wings. And one of the shots in the teaser is I'm looking in like an old book or a scroll, and that symbol is in there. So Jedi history, Jedi temples, ambiguous ideas about good and evil and the balance of the Force, all sounds great. And so, like I said, the teaser didn't exactly blow me away. I went way crazier for the Thor Ragnarok trailer, but I think this is good. It doesn't show a lot. It's not full of nerdgasms. I thought they were going to have Luke with the lightsaber, and they were going to have this and that, and they didn't. To their credit, I will say that they didn't, because I do think that works best. And that's that. So stick around for more stuff right here on youtube.com/c/neontaster. Always welcome to check me out on Twitter, twitter.com/neontaster. Twitter.com/neoncast is the channel's Twitter account. It also directs you to my Twitch, twitch.tv/neontaster. I just uploaded my first Bloodborne stream to YouTube. So check that out. And neoncastpod@gmail.com. Email for long-form comments, questions, and such. So this is Neon Taster, signing off.